Hello, welcome back to Cageside Press. I'm Patrick McCarry, and this is a week in fight camp with Shem Rock.
If you look on Typology, it said 98% of the votes said Shem Rock was going to finish him.
Fighting record.
Shem Rock, 11-1, soon to be 12-1.
Who are you fighting on May 17th?
What's his name?
I don't know how to pronounce it right.
I'm fighting some Tajik guy, I don't know his name. What's his name, Patrick? Let's read it. I am fighting Abdullo Khodzaev. Abdullo Khodzaev. I'm fighting this cunt. I don't know if you can see him. He's 6-1. He's from Tajikistan, but his name's the Prince of Persia. He's 24. Apparently he's 36-0 as an amateur. Who has 36 amateur fights? That's mad, isn't it? That's mad.
For this camp, Shem brought in someone from outside of Next Generation MMA and someone from Manchester top team in Dan Holt. Dan Holt is a 2-0 professional, and he has a fight on May 3rd. So the camp for him and the camp for Shem actually lined up really well. Now Dan Holt's game comes with a lot of kicks, a lot of spinning kicks, and which equates to what Abdullo Khodzaev does as well. He throws a lot of kicks, but he also has very good wrestling, which Shem saw, and he was like, let me get young Dan Holt in, who I believe is 21 years old. Let me get him in, let me get some looks.
So my role in his camp is similar to his role in my fight camp. We're working well off each other. So obviously I'm fighting a southpaw and he's fighting a kickboxer, so we're working well off each other. I'm like his main training partner / sparring partner. So yeah, he's using me for the rounds, for the looks, and likewise for me, I'm using him for a good southpaw, experienced body. So yeah.
Overall, at Next Generation MMA, Shem has seen his game go to the next level. Now, I asked Paddy the Baddy about Shem in Next Generation MMA, but also I asked Shem, how has Next Generation MMA evolved his game? When you first meet Shem, what was your first impression of him?
First met Shem when he first started training here, I think it was about 2 years ago, something like that, 3 years ago. Just one of the lads, you know what I mean, another scouser.
And what is it like training with him?
It's nice training with Shem because he's another very good grappler, and he's a southpaw, so it helps, you know what I mean, getting different styles and training with someone different.
And how has training at Next Generation MMA taken your game to the next level?
I feel like, obviously, I've trained in a lot of gyms. I feel like I already had a decent skill set, but I've come here and it took me game to a new level. Like, I feel like really linking up all the martial arts individually together and making it more MMA based. My jiu-jitsu's definitely gotten better. My striking's come on leaps and bounds. I feel like I'm just cooking, boys. I'm just in my prime right now. I'm on top of the world, and I'm just ready to fucking make me millions. You know what I'm saying? So, my weight's in a good place. I'm hitting crazy PRs in the gym, strength and conditioning wise. I'm feeling good on the mat. My jiu-jitsu's looking good. My wrestling's looking good. My striking's looking good. I'm looking good. So watch out. I might just take you out. This is the most important fight of my career so far, because after this one, you might just see the Shem show in the famous 3 letters. That's all I'm saying. A man by the name of Uncle Didi might just give man a shout out and take me up. Let me not say too much, you know what I'm saying? Let me not say too much.
Obviously when he finishes with Oktagon, he's probably going to sign with the UFC, you know what I mean, get in the UFC, be another lightweight on the roster just like I am.
Not only is this fight crucial for him to get in the UFC, it's a good name for him. You know, he was obviously supposed to face Eskiev, who is number 3 ranked Oktagon lightweight. Now he faces a guy who's a little unproven, shall we say. 6-1, 36-0 as an amateur. You know, that's over 40 career wins if you count the amateurs. And at a very high level, wins in 1 championship, UAE Warriors, and even on the amateur scene, he fought at a very high level, which means it is a high-profile win for Shem, which is what I think is what he needs to get to the UFC. A high-profile win sends him into the UFC. He is fighting potentially on the main card of the Oktagon card in Munich, And with that, if he wins by finish, that creates a lot of fanfare, a lot of buzz. You know the UFC loves that. Obviously, him being a Scouser, training with Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, who just won against Michael Chandler, which that could send the Next Generation MMA into the stratosphere, which is exactly what Dana wants. He wants marketable guys. That is who Shem Rock is. Shem Rock's whole life revolves around his MMA career. From the moment he gets up and has his early morning session, to his diet, which used to be vegan, now he's added fish into his diet, to his evening session, to the time he goes to bed, everything is planned. One thing that I noticed with Shem is the only drink he consumes is water. One of the nights that I was there, I opened a Diet Coke and he looked at me like I just kicked his dog down the hallway. But everything he does is so that he can perform on Saturday night, and that's one of the most respectable things about him. He doesn't just live as a fighter on camera. He lives this lifestyle year-round, every day, 24 hours, 24/7. And finally, I asked them their opinion of Abdullo Khodzaev and their prediction for Shem Rock.
We need to choke, take him down, especially if the kid's throwing all flashy kicks and that, you know what I mean? Throw a kick, take him down off it, get his back, choke him. That's Shem's game. It's like mine and Nathan's.
Explosive, but he's definitely got holes in his game. He doesn't set up his strikes. He doesn't really use his footwork very well, and I think he's very one-dimensional. I think Shem can definitely finish the fight.
If Shem is to win, how do you think he gets it done?
I'm seeing a ground and pound stoppage or another rear naked choke for the Shem show.
And where can...
What can I say about him? He's never fought on Oktagon. He hasn't officially accepted the contract. He's 6-1. He's only fought on UAE Warriors and on Championship. Look, the Shem show's a different level, mate. He steps into that arena and everyone's doing it. Ooh, his head's gonna fall off. And then he's gonna get put on his back. And then I'm gonna get on his back. And then I'm just gonna fucking sleep him like I did Corny, mate. Nothing changes. They're gonna see me topology and some fucking 8 rear naked chokes or whatever it is. And be like, shit, we need to work a load of back defence. And then you're just drilling being in that position every single day. And then you get in that position and it won't save you, mate. Mad, innit?